Hey everyone, welcome to week 6. I am so looking forward to seeing what we all come up with in this final week as we've learned so much in the past 5 weeks before this. And what we'll be doing is we'll be applying a lot of that thinking and learning to this final week's assessments and learning activities. So it'll be very similar to the end of learning cycle 1 and 2. We'll be starting off with creating our assessments for digital learning and computer science. The little difference here is when you choose your standard, I'm actually providing you with a bunch of different lesson ideas so you can start thinking about how can I apply things like mathematics and digital literacy and technology to the standard that you've chosen. So we'll be doing it a little bit differently than the past. So start thinking about integrating the different subjects, which has been a big topic that you have all been talking about the whole entire course. So then once we do that, we'll be talking about using a Flipgrid to talk about how we're going to apply that standard to a practice. And this is a really important piece, and I hope that we figure out what practice we're going to be applying so that we can apply that practice throughout these different learning activities throughout the week. So then we will be doing a final activity for the assessment here with Google Slides. And you will have to integrate mathematics and a digital literacy and computer science standard into this assessment. So after we've designed our assessment, then we are going to figure out what learning activity would be good for students to go through in order to be successful eventually in the assessment we created earlier. Note that the assessment is not the same as the learning activity. Rather, we create our assessments first so we know what the objective is. We know what the end game is, so that when we design our learning activities, they're designed to try and get students to engage in learning so that eventually they'll be successful in that assessment. So, of course, we have an ideation wall, the Padlet wall, which everyone has liked. We have our essential elements that we'll be going over, and we'll be thinking about new ways that maybe STEM activities and what ways they have essential elements. Then we'll be designing our learning activity. And don't forget that in this learning activity, you will only post to one person for an outstanding. You don't have to iterate back because we still need to do our reflections of learning cycle 3. And we have to get this all done by Saturday, August 3rd. So learning objective 4's learning activities and the reflection pieces need to be all completed by Saturday night. Normally I gave until Sunday, but what I've done is said we'll do less replies on our learning activities, and you don't have to iterate as well. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of less work up here so that you can make sure you have time to do the reflections, which is the 3-2-1 bridge closing, and then our final transferring of what we've learned into the past 6 weeks into what's next for us and how we're going to use that all in our educational commitment. Also this week, you'll notice it should be up top here in one of these different boxes. You can't see it now, but it'll be a feedback form for the course. So there isn't one of my links here that says, please give me feedback. You're going to be actually giving feedback about the course to the university. So you'll have to do that where you'll find a link here. I believe it'll be up here, and it'll be a feedback link for the course. You might have filled that out for other courses you've taken at Regis. So thank you for that and taking the time with that and giving me thoughtful and honest responses and the feedback that I can use to try and make this course even better for other people in the future. Okay, thank you very much for listening to this video, and thank you so much for engaging in this course. It's been an amazing 5 weeks, and I'm looking forward to seeing seeing how creative you all are going to be in designing your assessments and learning activities. Okay, thanks. Bye.